Hey there, quirky folks! I'm your host, Anna, and today we're coming up with another Last of Us video. This has been a very popular video game series, but even the HBO remake is creating a lot of buzz amongst fans who haven't played the game. It is a perfect example of how a video game should be adapted into a TV series or a movie. The HBO series follows the source material very closely and only makes a few changes in certain plot elements. Overall, those changes have been loved till now. But one of the crucial elements that Last of Us series has kept constant is the types of infected people. The story of The Last of Us uses the zombie genre and adds a nice little spin to it. For the first time, we've got detailed explanations of how and why people are getting infected. The game didn't go deep into this, but the series explains that the infection was first spread in a flour mill in Jakarta, Indonesia. It happened when the cordyceps fungi mutated and got transferred from flour to humans.
Cordyceps mutated. Some of it got into the food supply, probably a basic ingredient like flour or sugar. There were certain brands of food that were sold everywhere, all across the country, across the world. Bread, cereal, pancake mix. You eat enough of it, it'll get you infected.
Taking over the brain functions of the infected humans, it had only one goal, that is to spread the infection to as many people as it can. On top of that, the cordyceps in this series work like a hive mind that controls all the infected. And there are 5 different stages after a person gets infected. And these stages are a runner, a stalker, a clicker, a bloater, and finally, a shambler. These stages are categorized according to the time a person has been an infected zombie. So far, we've only had 3 stages in particular. One of them is the runner. This is the first stage where the infected person becomes violent and looks to bite others to spread the infection. The second stage is a stalker. After infecting the brain of a person, the cordyceps expand from the brain to the rest of the face. And when an infected spends some time under the control of the fungus, the cordyceps grow out of its eyes, nose, and mouth. They still have a bit of vision, along with the speed of a runner, but they can also use echolocation up to a certain extent. A stalker is a stage between a runner and a clicker. And now finally, let's talk about the third stage of an infected, which is the clicker. It takes at least a year for an infected to turn into a clicker. In this stage, the fungal growth covers the entire skull of the infected, including its eyes and ears. It even begins to spread on the torso of the infected. The creatives behind this series have truly nailed the look of these clickers. They look nasty as fuck, but hats off to the makeup and prosthetic artists. Anyway, moving on, they are called clickers because of the clicking sounds they produce. These clickers have a wide range of abilities, and the first of them is that they are truly amazing dancers. Take a look.
Hey daddy, when you gonna stop playing? Bad bitch, I could be a fantasy.
Okay, jokes apart, because the fungal growth has spread across the whole face, the eyes of these clickers are totally covered. So they use a form of echolocation to track down their prey. It's just like how bats use echolocation by emitting high-frequency sound pulses through their mouths or noses. These frequencies hit the surfaces around them and bounce back to their ears, giving them the lay of the land. Similarly, clickers are clicking and groaning sounds to emit frequency waves that bounce off things in their surroundings. So even without their eyes, they can track what's in their surroundings. Even the shape of the fungus on their face becomes like a sort of megaphone that catches all the reverb sound waves. And the clickers are also highly sensitive to regular sound waves. You will be hunted down if you make a sound or try to run fast. In this third stage of infection, the clickers are also much stronger than runners and stalkers. So it becomes really tough to kill them because the fungal layer on their faces is quite hard. Stabbing a clicker head-on won't be enough. Their fungal layer even takes up quite a few bullets to get cracked. So in order to kill a clicker successfully, high-caliber weapons are needed. You could use a shotgun, or you have to throw things around them so they get distracted. Then you need to get closer to them and attack their spinal cords. Or you could use a flamethrower to burn their skin and melt the fungal plating. Even if it doesn't kill the clicker entirely, it will weaken it enough for you to stab it. But one thing that separated the clickers from zombies in other franchises is that they'd only be violent if you resist the infection. They won't bite you if you willingly accept the cordyceps in your body. After this stage, the infection spreads across the whole body and evolves the clickers into bloaters over the years. Their entire bodies are covered with fungal plating, and with their hardened skin, they become insanely hard to kill. After bloaters, we get another form of the infected, which are the shamblers. They are the ones who have been infected for a few years and release spores from their bodies when they are killed. Okay, that's all from our brief intro of the infected and the explanation of the clickers in The Last of Us. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. Show your support, and we'll be back with another video taking a deep dive into all 5 types of the infected. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.